Hey there, my friends. It's Dan Beer with the Beer Home Team here in San Diego at eXp Realty, and I want to give you a quick market update because there are substantial changes that we're seeing in the marketplace right now. Typically, we like to give you other type of educational material, but right now, there's nothing more important going on than the changes that we are experiencing. They're finally here, they're real, and I want to go through them with you. Take this, for example. Just about 60 days ago, roughly, okay? 60-ish days ago, we had about 4,500 homes on the market across San Diego County, okay? 4,500 homes on our MLS. And today, as of the shooting of this video, we have 5,921 homes on the market. That is an increase of 1,421 available properties, okay? Let's just pause there for a moment. That is so significant, and for whatever reason, a lot of people aren't yet talking about it and discussing it, possibly because the reality is even that is still very far under what would be considered to be a lot of inventory. But if you're actually tracking trends and you have an agent looking at the market day to day and seeing not only where we are but where we're going, that is significant change that is worth pausing to think about. Okay, what it also represents is a 31%. It's a 31%, when you do the math on that, increase in inventory. So we have some real changes there, and then take into account that the mortgage markets have been moving. Okay, well, rates are a good half point higher than they were just a short time ago. So that is a real change right there in the interest rate environment. And we have a political climate that is, hairy at best, and this isn't political conversation. There's just clear, there's just clearly a different political environment than we've probably maybe ever seen, or at least for the last several decades. So when you take into account all of that global uncertainty, and then this change in inventory, the interest rate changes, and then finally the tax bill. The tax bill, which we are finally starting to see the effects of, I believe the tax bill is very much behind that, because remember, our state tax deduction is now limited to $10,000 a year, including our property taxes. Okay, with our property taxes and our incomes combined, limited to $10,000 deduction. So for a lot of people, that is a significant hit, because a lot of us have, a lot of us have anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 in just property taxes, okay, let alone our actual income tax that we're paying to the state, which now from a lot of folks across the state is now no longer deductible. So that is the environment we're watching. We're watching that around, in addition to roughly that half point interest rate bump. And right here, you're seeing the tangible evidence of a market that is changing. So is inventory still low today compared to historical standards? Yes. Do we still have what would be categorized as a seller's market because we have under 6 months of inventory, or even under 4 months inventory? The answer is yes. All that is still true. But if you take a look at where we are, and you're one of those people that have been thinking about or have been planning to sell at the peak of the market, no one can promise you this is the peak, but the reality is no one can promise you that anything is the peak until we're past the peak and we're looking backwards. So if you've been trying to time everything correctly, and you see where we are in this market cycle, where we are, gosh, I mean, if you think about it, the last peak was 2006-ish, and this is 2018. So last peak is 12 years behind us. So we're a lot closer to the new peak than the last. If you see where we are in the market cycle, the interest rate changes, the growing inventory, the political climate, the tax bill, and the fact that we're moving into the heart of the summer months here, if you've been thinking about selling your home, you might want to have a private consultation. I'm Dan Beer with the Beer Home Team. Let us know how we can help, and we'll jump right on top of it. Look forward to seeing you guys all on our next video, or hopefully here in person.